See if I'm already. Yeah, I'm live right now. Okay. Biological warfare notification. YouTube hip hop media live. All right, I know there's nobody in here yet, and I know I came here early, but might as well start early. So what's going on, y'all? Y'all know who I am, Young Grump. Appreciate y'all if y'all here or not, but it is what it is. So we're gonna talk about that. I didn't really hear that Up song until this morning. You know, I heard people talking about Cardi B stole the Up song or her ghostwriter had copied the style or the wave of it, but I didn't really pay attention to that. And it popped up on my YouTube thing, so I clicked on it, and then no, actually, it was on the radio when I was at work, and I heard it playing, and then I heard that Toxic, and I was like, wait a second, that's when it clicked. Like, I got a memory of an elephant. When it comes to like what people say, or when it comes to like scenes and like movies that are nostalgia to me, I use scenes and movies to help my memory. But especially with artists, for some reason, what artists say, I just take note of that and I put that in the back of my head, and I just remember shit they said years ago, and that shit just, I don't know, that shit's crazy. But anyways, damn, Dre's a while. But I had dang on, I heard it and I was like, hold up. She said, love to argue with him. Nigga love a toxic bitch. And I'm like, uh-uh. I was like, that don't sound right. Like 4 months ago, you was, on live, crying, talking about that you was upset with the arguing. Like you was tired of the arguing. So it's two things. If I was like on a higher platform, if I was like academics and I was talking about this, it would have been two ways for her to approach this. Should have took a loss regardless on responding. If should have saw this video, two ways for her to respond to like justify this, but still take an L. It would be the first one would be like, I didn't know I have a ghostwriter, and that ghostwriter just give me lyrics and I just rap it. Boom, that's an L right there. Or the second way she could take an L would be like, you know what? I did contradict myself. I am like full of shit. Like I just rap just to rap. This is like if all artists will put viewer discretion is advised, or if they'll put this is for entertainment purposes, please don't try this at home. Like on WWE before you watch it, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. But it's the fact that that video don't have no age proof on it. It's like a child could go on it and go to the trending part of YouTube and see that walk back then and see Up, and they just see all that. It's like boom, like this is the new world, and they gonna be like, don't let your kids see that. Like, come on, we're not gonna start with that. Not just hip hop though, little bro. It's been used throughout entertainment, good content, homie. Yeah, shouts out to you, Rondo Gaming T. You're right. It's not just hip hop. I was just putting the telescope on hip hop because right now hip hop is like the politicians use hip hop to like reach the masses. That's like the number one tool for them to like get everybody on board is through hip hop, through our culture. Honestly, I mean, you're right. Through movies, through other genres and stuff, and influencers, you're right. But hip hop right now, that's the number one to go to. That's like the special one. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Breakfast Club, they like, got agenda, they pushing it. They sometimes bring good people on that show, but they part of that. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too ham on her, but it's just if she would just say that it's for entertainment purposes, viewer discretion is advised, I would like have respect for her. I wouldn't be discussing this right now. I wouldn't be discussing her contradicting herself. I wouldn't. But since Cardi B and her stands, shit, Meg ain't off the hook. City Girls ain't off the hook. All them ain't off the hook. But if they keep having her stands to try to justify it, it don't have no age restriction on it. It's gonna cause like the younger youth to think this is okay to, dress like that, talk like that, have an attitude like that. Oh, I need to tell a quick story, by the way. I was leaving from work and I was dropping one of my coworkers off, and we had pulled up in his neighborhood, and I was approaching a stop sign, take the left to take him home. And I had saw, what was it? It was two girls. I'm like, okay, it looked like they were 13 and 14. So I stopped at the stop sign. I was about to make a left. I look at the corner of my eye, and one of them had been looking at us like nigga, don't try to talk to me, don't even try to holler at me like I'm a bad girl, like, you know, like on some Megan Thee Stallion City Girls attitude stuff. And I'm like, hold up, you know, in my head I'm like, we are grown men, you are a young child, you should be playing skateboarding or biking and all that. It just blew my mind that at the age of 13 and 14 that you either two things, either there are some sick men out there trying to talk to young girls, which we gotta report that immediately, or you've been watching Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, City Girls, and you just modeling behavior, that image. You already having a bad attitude and all that. You dressing like that. It's, come on now. Like, nobody was even looking at that. It's crazy. Had the weave all the way down, had the blonde hair and everything. They're already modeling behavior by these people, already have an attitude, and they still young. So that's why I go hard on that, especially. But these male rappers ain't on the hook though. You're a smart brother, good looks. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You smart too. Because it's like, you gotta understand, anybody could be smart, but it takes somebody to be more like, to have an open mind, you know, not no one track, you know, passive aggressive or being contradictive or having a cognitive dissonance. So just for you to like have an open mind and understand where I'm coming from, that means a lot. So yeah, you know, think about it, because you can have somebody trying to explain to you metaphysics or something, but if you just rejecting it, or if the mass rejecting it, you know, you ain't going nowhere. Understanding is key. Communication, understanding. Just, oh, I understand your perspective. You understand my perspective. Okay, cool. You know, and just go on with your business. But yeah, I put all them rappers out there on my picture because I'm just gonna start going down the list on what these rappers be saying. I'm gonna start going down the list. I got to, because this is getting ridiculous. You got, I done had a couple videos of these rappers just saying some crazy stuff, but I need to start going on Spotify or something, and I just start listening. And if I hear some retarded shit, I'm just gonna boom, it's uploaded like that. Because especially the lies, but I've been going hard on the male rappers. You know, it's equal opportunity over here. Male, female, you're gonna get it. It don't matter. But that killing stuff and that, you know, oh yeah, YB and was it YB and Namir or YB and Almighty J, what the hell his name is? Yeah, you gotta chill out with that right there. That dude, we ain't playing games. We hit you and your mama. Like, bro, you played Grand Theft Auto 5 online with my younger brother. Like, stop it. You're not no hitter. Y'all had 6 stars and y'all was like, you know, doing heist missions together. Like, come on, stop that shit. And it's just the fact that people like them rappers, YBN rappers, it's like they play Call of Duty, they play Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and they'll get off that, they'll jack off to some porn, and when they bored, they'll just get in their dang booth and they'll just spit some rap, like, you know, we'll hit you and your mama. Like, they'll say shit that they did on missions on the video game, and then they put it on YouTube, and they all say, boom, the shit blow up, and they're like, oh shit, like, you know, like, damn, I'm blowing up. So they'll keep on wearing that persona, that character, you know, they'll keep on acting. So like when he was rapping, YBN was rapping, he was acting like a, you know, a mercenary, a gangster, 6 stars, you know, I'll step on any nigga. And then once he blow up, it's like he don't turn it off. It just keeps it on. And to the point where these rappers who are young start tricking themselves, thinking that they're about that. And then that's when it's gonna cause problems. It's gonna cause a short lifespan. Short lifespan, or it's gonna cause you to do something under peer pressure and you're gonna be doing life in prison. Or, you know, either, or you pick your choice. You know, you're going to get bent. Just pick if you want to get bent from the back or bent from the front. I'm speaking to the young rappers who acting like they about it and they're not about it. So that's why, that's all, you know. And to be honest, this channel, I wasn't even expecting to be like kind of blowing up on, not exposing the rappers. I guess, yeah, exposing the rappers, but putting a light on their lyrics, because that's crazy. That's crazy. I thought this was been an issue right here, especially when the rappers will say something like NLE Chopper, they'll say something, they'll blow up, and then they go to Rap Genius and they'll sit down behind the camera. It's a white person holding the camera, and they got to recite the lyrics that they said. And you could just, based off their reactions, automatically you could tell if they, you know, what the shits or not. Or even when they rap, you could just tell how the shit sound. Like, come on, this is not rocket science. It's like, for example, they'd be like, what's that dude said? What was YB and Namir? I keep going back to him. I think his name Namir. I go to him and he was like, on Rap Genius, he was like, we ain't playing games, we hit you and your mama. And then it did a little side effect, like, he was like, I don't necessarily mean I'm gonna hit your mama, you know, like if rappers start acting like that, that lets you know that that's a problem. That lets you know that when a rapper go on Rap Genius or any platform and they recite their lyrics, they be like, yeah, I don't, you know, I'm just feeling it, you know, like I don't want no problems, you know, I'm not with that shit. Like, stop it, cut it out, cut that shit out, because that's you acting like a character. So just off of that video, that should let you know I'm a character. Just do some Slim Jesus stuff. Be like, I just rap about what people want to hear and just keep it pushing. To be honest, you're not supposed to be rapping about it at all. You know, you're supposed to be telling stories about what you went through. Don't be telling what you're going to do. That's not smart. Come on, guys. Like that goes for all these rappers. But I'm speaking. I'm just freestyling this up off the top of the dome. But we're gonna do the psychological analysis on these artists who participate in the hip hop media in our culture. So, for instance, I'm gonna put you on a scenario right here. Let's just say that I'm age 17. My mom is in Section 8. My father is locked up in prison, and I'm around delinquents, pre-delinquents, and I'm just, you know, smoking weed, drugs involved, you know, poverty, you know, food stamps, you know. So I just go. We got the internet. Just go on the internet. I see NBA YoungBoy, Fredo Bang, all these artists I see, and they counting their money, counting their racks, and they smoking weed and all that. And I'm 16, and they talk about doing stains, robbing niggas and shit. I'm like, damn. So the psychological process is like modeling behavior. Is like, okay, damn, I see them up there. They them boys jack, them boys live. They live, man. Shit, I need to get in the studio too, man. So I'm 16. I'm over here. Either I'm gonna have to hit a lick, or I'm gonna have to damn come up across some money, get some studio time, or connect with somebody. Then I start doing that rapping shit, and then okay, all right. If the damn selling drugs don't work out for me, I'm gonna start being a jack boy. See, now that's putting my life at risk. That's putting somebody else's life at risk, because if I go in somebody's trap house, either I'm gonna have to lay them down, or you know, it could go bad either way. So what I'm saying is that me being a young person in this generation, I'm looking at these artists who are up there. They're like projecting an image that's not valid. They're not telling you the full truth of it. They just telling you the glitter stuff of it. Oh yeah, hey, what's up? My bad. They're like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Shouts out to you. Just keep pushing, understanding the younger generation needs knowledge. There's that real talk. Yes, you're right, Ron. You right about that. They need knowledge for real, because the rappers don't tell the truth about it. Like with the pills thing. Let's talk about it, because I've been on pills. I was on drugs bad back then. Hell yeah. Smoking, drinking, mixing pills with alcohol. I ain't gonna lie, I was on all that. But I don't smoke now. I don't drink now. I don't do none of that. You know, I'm high off my life. I'm high off my journey right now. So when I speak about this, I'm speaking from experiences, but I'm trying to project it in a way for youngins to understand, like, I could actually die off this, or, you know, I could actually see my homeboy, you know, die off it too. You know, like it's real. So these rappers are painting an image, like when Future and them, they'll paint an image on drinking lean, popping Percocets and all that, but they don't tell you the aftermath of that. They don't tell you that if you keep popping Percocets, you could get hemorrhoids, you could catch a hernia, you could get IBM, your intestines could get all tangled up, you could be having constipation, you'll be, you know, pissing out your ass, to be honest. You don't get graphic. You could be damn you know, yellow in the eyes, kidneys go out and stuff. You know, it could be very terrible. Or if you like cold turkey, you can't cold turkey it, because you're gonna start having the shakes and all that, you're gonna be shivering. They don't tell you about that with damn Percocets. You be sweating and stuff. Oh, I need a perk, man, itching and stuff. Like you're a crackhead. You're on meth. And then with lean, that's liquid meth. They don't tell you the aftermath of that. Yeah, I read that Gucci Man book. I read Gucci Man book about when he, you know, when Waka Flocka and Gucci Man had to pop bellies off of lean. When Gucci Man had got in that crazy house off of some dumb shit, he was in that crazy house. He been in that book. He wrote down his withdrawal process. He was crying. He was in a fetal position, throwing up and shitting at the same time, shivering, hot, cold sweats, passing out, dehydrated, screaming, "Get me the fuck out of here!" in a crazy house. He had to damn go through that withdrawal with that liquid methylene, and then he started exercising, running up the stairs and all that. And then when he came out, that pop belly been gone. So they don't tell you about that. These rappers just tell you, I pop a perk, I fucking this and that. They don't tell you that you could ruin your body at a young age with it. Oh, my bad. What's up? The woman who doesn't exist to you. What's up? How you doing? Loves to you, Queen. Loves to you. I was talking about, I appreciate whoever's in here. I was talking about how these rappers don't tell the full story about drugs. And I'm talking about the male side right here. I'm going to get to the woman side after that. But the male side, they don't tell you that when you pop Adderall and you take a Xanax, like I've been on that too. Like you take Xanax and you mix an upper with a downer, that could bust your fucking heart. They don't tell you about that shit. They don't tell you about you be on Xanax, you take a whole yellow school bus, 3 milligrams, you could kill somebody and don't even know it. Just like, you know, you come to consciousness while you in a damn holding cell. You know, you could, they don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about if you take acid and you drink white liquor with that shit, you could damn turn to a cannibal for like an hour straight. See, they don't tell you about it. And that's what's so crazy about these rappers, think that getting high and everything, everybody's body is different. Body weight is different. Just because he popped 3 damn school buses and he popped Adderall and he snort cocaine and he sip liquor with it, don't mean that you could do it. You could bust your fucking heart. These rappers are like pharmaceuticals telling people, I mixed the Molly with my lean and shit. Like, come on, that's an upper and downer right there. That's dumb. But they just don't tell you about that. They just make it seem like it's cool. They'll put some snippets in there, like Trinidad James, Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Whew, Papa, you sweating because you're dehydrated, hot and cold sweats. You know, that is a side effect from that drug. You could bust your damn heart. So that's crazy. That's all. And we gonna go to rappers talking about doing some drill stuff. They don't tell you about when you shoot somebody, what, you shoot somebody in the face. It depends on the shell casing or the pistol that you have or the weapon. It don't depend. It could backfire. You could have brain matter on you, skull fragments on you. You could shoot somebody, you just see a hole go through them. They face mushing on you. They don't tell you the whole like details of it is when you take somebody's life. Not just killing somebody. They don't tell you that when you shooting, you could kind of see the holes just going boom, boom, shooting up in them. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about when somebody start crying, getting religious and all that, holding on to you. You know, they don't tell you, they say, oh, I hit it. Oh, my homeboy caught a body the other week, this and that. Like, okay. Like, did they tell you that your homie had been hesitant about catching that body, so he had to get high? And when he killed that person, he was in a fetal position crying. Like he was not about that life, panicking, nervous. Like, come on. Like I said, not all of us are Ted Bunnies out here, so that's crazy. But we're gonna go to the woman's side of this rap thing too, with these Cardi B's and City Girls and stuff. I reference what's the movie? Set It Off with Jada Pinkett Smith. When it be means talk about I'm in a bind, Nate. Like, I mean, I really need this money, Nate. And when they be saying these female rappers be talk about fucking for a Birkin bag and all that, get the head and bread and leave. And when they go on these vacations, they go on these vacations with older men. I'm talking about like 60s or 70s. These female rappers don't tell you about you being 18 or 21 and you have to have sexual interactions with a 60, 70-year-old man. And you crying in a fetal position after that, like Jada Pinkett Smith movie and Set It Off, after Nate done beat her walls down. It was sun up when she went to his house. He done fucked her to sleep. It was nighttime when she left. She didn't even get a chance to take a shower until she got to her house. And she was crying in the shower, scrubbing her face off and all that. But yet, these stripper rappers or whoever you want to call exotic dancer rappers be like, oh, just get that money. Just, you know, oh yeah, he gonna buy me Louis, buy me Goody. All I gotta do is, you know, da. Like, no. Tell them about the time where you didn't want to do that. But because you're materialistic in the mind, you still decide to do it with that old man who had to take Viagra to get up, skin saggy and all that stuff. We getting very graphic tonight. Yeah, we getting very graphic tonight, honestly, because this is getting ridiculous. What's up, y'all? If y'all don't know, those that's coming in, I'm just talking about they're not telling the full story on both sides of the playing board. Male rappers and female rappers in our culture, they're not telling the full side, full truth of it. I done got through with the male rappers, now I'm on the female rappers. So we're just talking about how materialistic gets in a young woman's mind. They don't tell you about an 18-year-old woman losing her virginity to a damn 65-year-old man. Like, the fuck? You know, like what? Do you know that if you want to mess with a man who's 6 figures, do you know they kind of, do y'all watch American Psycho? You just think that you could find a 6-figure man and think that they could just treat you right? Like, I mean, it's possible, but come on, like you're young, they could easily groom you. Because think about it, to be honest, like how Ayo said, a person who got millions and he managed to get a hold of you damn near his property, honestly. There's some sick people in this industry now. So if you want to, you can follow city girls like you want to, you can fuck around and get human trafficked, you know, be in these damn sick, twisted ritual orgies in a damn mansion off a damn $7 millionaire guy because you want to listen to city girls and Meg Thee Stallion stuff. You missing. They done sell your organs off. See, it gets real serious. And I'm doing IT right now. Know about the dark web, know about the marketplaces. Do they talk about people missing in DC right now? They don't talk about that. All the black women missing. I'm in Florida right now. I was on a highway. I had stopped on a center. It's like an interstate, right? Where you could stop and get gas. I went in there to go get something to drink. I look to the left. I see a whole board of missing people. Guess how many people was on there? Black young girls was on there. It was some whites, it was some Hispanics, but the majority of was black young girls. Do the city girls tell you about that shit? Where are those kids at? Like, we getting real. Like, let's get real, man. Appreciate my straight facts. I appreciate it. Thank you, y'all. What up, y'all? Well, straight high the other night. Maybe straight high. You not lying? Yeah, maybe straight. Like, Meg has an alcohol problem. Like, let's be real. Like, let's face it. Like, not saying everybody, she has an addiction problem. She needs to address that. I mean, yeah, I know you lost your parents and all, but like, the people who you're around, that's what helped me. I had to separate myself. I had to get away from that, military, get right. You know what I'm saying? It was very hard, but I managed to do it. I used to smoke cigarettes like a damn chimney. I used to do liquor, pills, all that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. But I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that shit now. I don't do nothing. All I do is drink Gatorade. I just came from work, about to wash up, go to the gym, and about to go ahead and do my schooling. That's all the fuck I do. I've been doing that for 2 years straight. So I'm just saying it's possible. Why do you have to get high? Why do you have to smoke? Why do you have to, like, they don't tell you, like, organ harvesting. Yeah. I'm in Florida right now. I wish I could take a picture of it. That shit was so sad. They don't have it on the damn news or nothing. It was like 80% of that board had black young girls missing. Where are those kids at? But yet you want to play some fucking city girls and Meg Thee Stallion and damn Cardi B and those damn 2 underage girls, those 2 little girls that been at my co-worker's neighborhood. He was in the suburbs, okay? So I dropped them off. They already have a mentality like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. You can't talk to me. Like, why? Like she already, in her mind, she already looked like men trying to talk to her or something. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem. She listened to this music on here. She's probably been listening to Up. It's Up. If it's Up. Or yada, yada, yada. Like, come on, that's a 14-year-old girl. And she already thinking she's 21 years old. They're going to snatch her up. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't tell you the full story. I go hard with that. With the woman rappers, honestly, I have to go a little hard with that because that's very dangerous. I mean, with the men rappers, yeah, you killing yourself, honestly. But that torture of getting snatched away and you XYZ, you going to Mexico, they send you to Saudi Arabia, they send you to the Arabs. Like I said, the Arabs have been the first to succeed at enslaving most of our ancestors, and they've been the most profitable with it, and they're still doing it till this day. Nobody talk about that though. So yeah, so like I said, like that's getting real crazy right there. They don't want to tell you the full truth about all this entertainment stuff. Yes, it's entertainment, but this is not the damn Greek times. This is not the Roman times where somebody has to die or get hurt for us to be entertained. This is not crumbs in the, what is it called? Crumbs and tiger, crumbs in the line. There's some phrase like that. This is damn modern world. We should know better than this. Like they should say entertainment purpose. In the beginning of every song, it should be like for entertainment purposes only. Please do not try this at home. You're like, age restrict that. Like, get it right. Like, don't just put that thing out where somebody could just go on trending and they see a girl doing all that. And you got these mothers, some of these mothers like beating their daughters like half to sleep because they catch them twerking and all that, but have to realize that they was doing it and it's easily to access on their phone. Their friends are showing them that. Like, it's no understanding. There's no communication about that. And I'm going to go to the male rappers right here. No father figure in the damn situation. I talked about government assistance, Section 8. I grew up on it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to that. Why is it that in order for you to get in that housing, the father cannot be present in there? And why is it that most of our people has to rely on government assistance? Ain't that some shit? I remember, what was it, World War II after the Pearl Harbor? I mean, after Japan had surrendered because we bombed them twice. I remember they had got, what was that shit called? They had got, recession. What's that shit called? Rexer. What's that shit called? I forgot. They paid them money because it's like we be wanting this shit. Yeah, my bad. Forget me. But America has paid the Japanese that came to America reparations after World War II. They had wanted them to get on housing, but they've refused. Why is that? Why all other races? I mean, you right now, yeah, you got most. It's a mixture of races doing government assistance, but come on, the poster child of it is our people, to be honest. But why at that time they refused that? Like I said, this free housing, low prices for housing, that EBT, that WIC, all that has to be for a price. That's for your child right there. They're grooming your child to be a pre-delinquent, and then once your child gets to that age and they take that child away, they're going to force you to have another kid to stay on their damn, you know, assistance. Like, come on, man, that's getting real deep right there. But these rappers, like male rappers, this is a lost cause right there. Just a straight lost cause. We gotta do a culture shift. Because it was one time where it was like I rock skinnies, when people had tight skinny pants on, they was skateboarding and all that. I mean, drinking that lean and all that, but it wasn't on no murder, killing stuff like how it is now. What's up, Rashid? What's going on, y'all? I appreciate all y'all for being here, for real. I appreciate it. I'm just talking about how these rappers just be wild and they stay wild. It's like, it's not rocket science. This is not no secret society. This is not no hidden secret. This is out in public. It's just that the majority of us don't give a fuck. So we're going to keep on getting taken advantage of. Hip-hop is an easy scapegoat for it. I explain why. You don't have the country genre. You don't have the rock genre. You don't have the pop genre, the EDM genre. You'll have none of them doing that stuff. Our culture, our genre is easy for any other race to come in there and just have a way with it, you know? We like the poster child of it. When it comes to our music, it could just be violence. It could be anything. It's like other people could put on, like they look at us like putting on a costume. And then when they had their fun, they could take that costume off and go on with their business. We can't take that costume off. We wear that every single day. Every single day. But soon it's going to change. People waking up. We got technology right here going on. And that's not the way to go. Facts. Anybody got questions? My bad. Do I see it? Am I glitching? Type 1 in the chat if I'm like glitching, or if like or type 2 if my connection is good. I can't even talk today, goddamn. Mine is like, ugh. No response. I don't even know. They probably slowed down. I just got 13 people watching, and they hit me with a response. So just let me know if I'm lagging, or let me know if my connection is good. I hope my connection is good, because I've been 27 minutes in here and my connection, I hope it's not laggy like last live. Last live it was laggy. I was on LTE, but now I'm on 4G, so it gotta do something. Oh shit. Hey, matter of fact, do anybody want to come up on here? That's a good question. All right. Let's chat. How do I do that shit? Invite a guest. Copy a clipboard. Okay. Post comment. Just a sec. All right, boom. Allegedly, the price the organs more for black girls. Yes, it makes sense, because I went there and I saw with my own eyes. My damn dread, fucking that shit weird as hell. I need to get that rebraided. I saw with my own eyes. 80% of that damn board had black young girls missing. What the fuck? What's going on? That's a StreamYard link right there. If y'all want to hop on and say y'all piece, just let me know. I can't even damn talk right because I got down these new damn. I put a new set on like weekly, and that shit just be feeling like I sound like I talk like Daffy the Duck sometimes, because it closing my whole gap, so it's like, so that should be weird, but it is what it is though. Shouts out to Smile Direct. Y'all been acting real lame lately, but y'all done got it together. But yeah, do y'all see the link down below? I know it's 14 people watching, but who want to hop on and like share some knowledge? Damn, ain't nobody, so it's just people just watching. Well, dang, bro, I must be born like that for real. So what videos? What else I want to talk about? Well, Holiday Heart. Yeah, that's how Holiday Heart movie. Very, very sentimental movie right there. That movie was, it was surreal. That movie right there just is a good example of how easy it is to just fall, like go left in life. If you don't know what that movie is, Holiday Heart, I forgot the woman's name, but it's based on a mother and her child. They went to go move in with a roomie. I think they went to go live with a guy, what's his name, as a roommate. But her mom was a drug-free woman for like a couple of years, I believe, but she ended up doing drugs again. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, what's up, DBG? I mean, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I had dropped the link in the chat, so if y'all want to hop in, just let me know. Man, listen, Brian. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Queen. But yeah, that movie Holiday Heart, like she was doing so good, and then I ain't seen it in a long time, but it just something she just switched and she just went, doing drugs. She was hiding at first. I remember she was in the room and she smoked, then she started crying. And then after a while, she was looking all pretty in the face, and then she started slowly looking like shit. Yes, I'm gonna be honest. Start looking like shit. Like hair all messed up, eyes looking baggy, busted lip because a damn pimp or a drug dealer done beat her ass over something. And she started leaving her child for a holiday to watch. That is and her daughter had ran away. I think her boyfriend was supposed to watch it, but her daughter ran away. And I put the scene on my dang channel. She ran away to go find her mother. And her mother was like on all fours in some damn crack house on a damn crackhead mattress about to do something to who, And she just told her, she said, I want you to come home, but her mom was too strung out. And that's when the drug dealer guy, like I was saying, see, there's a lot of men, not a lot, it's some men out there that are, sick in the head who prey on innocent young people. And y'all gotta really watch that shit right there. Y'all gotta watch that. Cause yeah, that was a sick fuck right there. You gotta watch that right there. This world is crazy. That's why you just gotta be protected and everything. Let me start to drop my dang link up in there again. If somebody wanna come up, post chat. Post. Come on, post. Paste. Here we go. I'm trying to see if guests more. How do I know if somebody's up in here? This I don't want to guess answers. Boom. All right. 17 people up in here. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about in the comments, please. Because I've been freestyling. I told myself I'm not going to go too ham this live off of just the contradicting, lying Cardi B. I'm not going to, get all hype off of that. Everybody know what it is. She's just straight lying. And you got dang on, what's that other girl? She met us on Danny, what's her name? Danny Lee. She used to date the baby. Actually, she was dating the baby, and then they broke up, and she did some shit that I think people wasn't proud of. That's some crazy stuff right there. So another thing I realized about the industry is like, if you're not doing good on album sales, you got to start doing some publicity stuff, like some actor stuff, like some cheating scandal, all that. You just damn near tap dancing. That's what you're doing. You tap dancing the whole damn minstrel show. Just I could do this right here. I could jump. I could dance. I could shoot ball, master. What you want? What else you want me to do? I put a hat on, clown face. I got you looking real crazy out here. And that's why I kind of understand why the people who are in Hollywood take so much drugs, because it's just you're putting on an image that's not you. You're with somebody that you don't want to be with, but it just look good on the media. And that's why they just be popping them pain pills, them sleeping pills, want to just sleep forever. They're just fucked. That's the stream comment channel right there if you want to join. I'm on 34 minutes. I might be on for another 10 minutes, honestly, because I got some other stuff to do. But I would really appreciate y'all for somebody to hop in and, say their piece and see what's up. Some communication. About to say, if y'all see the link right there, just go ahead and click on it. Do y'all even got StreamYard? That's a question. I don't think y'all. Yeah. If y'all on your phone, y'all could click on the link and it'll send you on your Safari or your Google Chrome on your phone, and boom. You don't have to get mic up. What's the word today, young girl? Yeah, I had went in too early. What's up, mister? But I was talking about, the rappers, about how they don't tell the full truth about it. They don't tell the full truth about what's going on after It's tell you what's looking all pretty at first. I said with the male rappers, they talk about catching bodies, run up in somebody's spot, popping pills and all that, but they don't tell the side effect, the long term add to stream.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, ma'am? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, I was actually just watching um yeah, LJ, and then you came on, and I said, I saw that you came on. I had clicked the notification bell and listened to everything that you were saying, and I actually wanted to add this the movie that I saw, and can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do I have an echo on my end?
No, no, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, so I saw this movie last year. It was called Hustlers, and it was with Cardi B. Who else? What it was? It was with her. It was with J Lo. I think Lizzo made a feature on it, and it was with this Asian girl. So when I saw it, I said, "Oh my goodness." You just don't know who is really for you and who is not. So they call these type of people the representative. So they come up to you, they wear this nice suit or they look beautiful and everything, and they make it seem like they're there for you. But these people have an ulterior motive. So she saw this girl, she seemed like she was impressionable. She got into the dancing industry and everything, like and yeah, she was there, and she tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm like your sister's keeper. Yeah, I could help you, we could make money together and everything could be all we could live our best life and everything. So everything was all fine. They made their money and they're able to live in a nice house and they have their business and everything. And what really turned into like this slippery slope was when the girl that was once impressionable, um, she had lost her mother, or was it her grandmother? But so she lost a loved one, and she went to the funeral, and then the girl that recruited her, she came up to her, like, she make it seem like, oh, she's sending her condolences, she's there for her while she's grieving that her mother or her mother grandmother passed away. And then she came to her and said, she sat down with her and said, if you want to make some money tonight, we can start dancing together. Oh, I'll give you a couple of $1,000 or whatever that is. So you're grieving right now. You're grieving right now. You just lost your mom or your grandma, and you need time to really think things through. You need time to try to rebuild yourself and try to go to just basically regroup. And now you're talking about money on the day that she's on at the day that she had to attend the funeral, and that's supposed to be your so-called friend. Oh, that, and there was another incident where they were caught scamming this guy, and they drugged this guy, and he was working for this, he had this high profile career and all. And what they did was they had him drugged. And what they did was they took his credit card and they spent like loads and loads of money on it without him knowing that. Once he found that out, he was just he was just flabbergasted, like, what? He didn't mean for that he wanted to have a good time, but he didn't think that it was gonna go against him, where all of a sudden the company credit card was nearly completely wiped out. So then she called, she somehow got in contact with these girls, and they basically, the impressionable girl, I'll call her the impressionable girl because I don't really know her name, the character. But when she got the phone call of that man, she felt so sad, and it's like, oh my God, and this is what's going on. Like, and he has a family, he has a son, he's about to lose his job. And then that lady, I'll call her, she's basically a pimp. When that lady, when she heard that conversation, they got into a physical fight. They got into a fight because, and I think it's because of the fact that she didn't want to be exposed. I can't curse here, right? No, I can't. No.
Now you good. You go ahead.
She didn't want to be exposed for the greedy bitch that she was. She was like, turn off the phone, like hang up the phone, hang up the phone. But the girl is like, yo, like this is sad. Like why are you doing this to him and everything? And then she was trying to reason with the pimp. And then it's like, no, they ended up getting into it. They ended up fighting and everything. And then that's when she cussed her out. Yeah.
So that kind of remind me of what was that movie, Players Club? You know what Players Club is?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I saw players. So yeah, many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's that girl who been she was trying to get Diamond Lisa Ray. I forgot her name, but she was like a tall red bone one. She
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
it's like
Little blonde hair. Yeah, yeah. It was like a 2020 or 2019 version of it called The Hustlers. And I'm like, man, but these are the same people. These are the people that's supposed to be your sister. These are the people that's supposed to be your ride or die. These are the people that are supposed to be there for you when the chips is down, when you are at your lowest. And then they put money on something that shouldn't even be discussed when you're grieving, when you're at your lowest. That's when you realize who people really are. You never know who a person is until you're at your lowest, or until you get into an argument, until you get into a disagreement, or until you don't get what you want.
That's true. That's true. So one thing that surprised me is that I've been hearing stories that women be setting their own friends up. Like women, it's not no like support system. It's like, I assume that since it's two women together, they'll have each other back. But it been incidents that I heard that one has like a best interest, like get over on her, like lead her off to a group of guys type stuff, and that blew my mind right there. So like, what's up with that though? What do you think about that? Like women not supporting other like one another.
Yeah, I think that women are just, well, I can't say every, but I feel like we do have tendencies where we are very catty. It may not be overt, but we can be covertly catty when we don't get our way, or when we someone else is chosen instead of us, or we just don't have what we feel we deserve. So we get catty. And unfortunately, that is our true nature. When I was a teenager, I've had so called friends try to set me up over a man because their man didn't want them. They had interest in me, but I didn't care. Like, okay, it's not like I approached them, or I'm telling them what the real deal is. And instead of taking it out on their man, they wanted to take it out on me and try to set me up, to try to set me up to get killed over a guy that don't give a fuck about them, that don't give a fuck about neither of us, and then try to gaslight me, and then try to put the blame game on me when I'm the innocent one. I'm the one that's being approached. I'm not approaching them. But no, they're very animalistic, and it's like what they call the last penis. They're fighting for the last penis.
That's crazy.
So
I
yeah,
feel
yeah, that's what they do. They will literally attack. They set you up. They spread rumors. They will put a smear campaign. They will slander your name. They'll do all of that just to fight and get that last penis, even though he's already spreading genitalia to and fro to everybody. He's for everybody.
okay. So I got a question though. What do you feel about Cardi B in a WAP situation? Like, what's your approach on that? And like how people like like on the youth, on the culture. What do you think?
So from my understanding, I don't think she wanted to present herself as a role model to the youth. She was fortunate to have a platform based on the amount of fans that she had, and how she just got into loving hip hop and just spiraled into success with a music career. Um, I think the video was kind of overt, I have to say. And that's just me personally. Unfortunately, the way it is for the culture now, as opposed to back then, I feel like I feel like it's not much different. The only thing is that social media is involved, so everything is exposed, everything is magnified times 10. So what we we were always kind of I guess, I don't know, lack of a better word, carefree, but really classless like that. We were always like that. It's just it was well hidden because we didn't have social media to expose who did what, and what business, what dirty laundry was exposed out there. So back then it was well hidden, but now it's just exposed to the 10th power and everything. So in my opinion, it was kind of overt, I have to say, but I mean, this is how it's always been. Just like when Little Kim came out back in the 90s and she was rough with her lyrics and all. And, we had the Foxy Browns, we had that, we had all these other girls that were doing it. But now it's with social media, it's just like, oh, everything is just go- spiraling out of control.
Yeah, so you're right about that. You all, yeah, with Lil Kim and all that. It been like this, but I think since social media is like a new norm for us, it's like it's enhanced 10 times. Like it's everywhere, kinda. So, but for the men's side of rap, well, the drill music and the killing, what do you feel about that? Like these rappers who put on this persona and they're just like steering youth in the wrong direction. Like they think that killing somebody that looked like you is okay, and going to jail, probably going to prison is okay. They don't tell you about the possibilities of getting killed in prison or raped or getting shot and killed for doing gang activities in the streets. They what do you think about that?
Wow. Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel that they just got into the industry and they don't really I feel like the reason why they don't put much conscious into what they rap about or what they write about is simply because their motive is to get out from where they wanted to get out, and they feel like this is like the holy grail, this is like the be all end all, and they want to make riches, and don't want to live in that the type of life that they used to live. They don't want it, so they, no matter what, they don't care um what the ultimate outcome is. They just care about getting that opportunity, getting the bag, and everything else. And that's just what it is. It's, they say fake it till you make it, but I don't think they put I don't think they think about what it could potentially happen to the youth, especially for those that look like them, or for um people that try to emulate them, emulate their swag, emulate just everything about them. They don't care. They just, it's all about getting the bag, and whatever happens, it happens, and that's just what it is. It's all about a moment.
That's true right there. It's like a video game, I believe, and we starting to see like drastically, like the youth is dying. Like 21 is lucky enough if they can make it to that age, especially if they're in that rap career. And it's like how dude said, shouts out the heavy handed. It's a setup. It's like in order for you to like, it seems like right now they have like a requirement. You have to be at least from 16 to like 21. You got to have no father in your life. You have to be, your mother has to be on government assistance. You have to have borderline autism or behavioral problem.
Mhm.
And that's like the package for you to like get a chance of getting signed to these like parent organization corporations to like be the poster child for the youth in our culture to like follow. That's what I believe. What do you think about that?
Yeah, leading us astray. That's what it is. And it's funny you mention that because years ago, there were certain people that they don't want to support, certain artists, certain singers or rappers that they don't want to support because, oh yeah,
I'm
she's not.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Heavy handed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. All right. You go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny you mention that because a few years ago, they were mentioning how certain I guess establishments they wouldn't sign certain people or some of the fans won't support certain people because they're not ratchet enough or they're just not it's just something about them that they don't have that. I don't know. It's not star quality, but because you're not low vibration, they don't want nothing to do with you. If you're not messy, if you're not catty, if you're not any of that, like they're not going to listen to your music. Like they think you're bland, they think you're boring. So when you're high vibration, you're considered boring. You're considered too self righteous. But if you're low vibration and you're self destructing and all, it's like, yeah, like we like that. We like that. And I think and it's obviously because they're also low vibrate. They're going through mess. So mess attracts mess. They like that. It just if it just makes them feel alive. So that's just what it is. So, whatever destructive stuff that they're talking about, um, attacking your own, killing your own, and all that other stuff. I mean, this is what attracts them. They like that. They like the thrill. It just makes them feel that way, feel alive. And it's really sad though, but we're just a poster child and we're just the pawn for whatever it is that they want to allegedly upon for whatever the motive is. And until we see everything as a whole, until we look into everything to so basically unless if we just look at the whole instead of just the parts of it, then we can get a greater understanding of how the world really works and how to not be a victim of what's going on.
You're right. And like I said, the internet is like a gift and it's a curse at the same time. It's a curse for the situation that's going on within our culture right now, but it's a gift because like who were lost, like lost souls like me back in the day, they could like, just stroll and they could see platforms like this. Give me 1 second, I'm back. My apologies. But it's
All right.
like they could understand, like you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
My bad, I had a call, but it's like they could understand, they could get on their phone and they could like see platforms like this or see people who have like the same mindset or they could be curious and they could like reach a higher consciousness. So that's
Hmm.
why I said the internet is a gift and it's a curse at the same time though. So we just gotta like get that majority, like how you said, look at it as a whole, look at it as in pieces, and
Hmm.
just then we could like make a change in the culture because it needs another culture shift though.
Yeah, I think that the culture definitely needs a revamp. I really think that it needs a whole shift because we're only setting ourselves behind than we are forward, and it's really a shame. And it's really a shame to I mean, not to be judgmental, things happen and everything, but for me in my age, like I'm in my early 30s and I don't have children or even or grandchildren. People younger than me, they have grandchildren and I'm like, "What? Like 25, 30 and they having grandchildren already." And I mean, I'm no angel and all, but just looking back and it's like, "Oh my goodness." And I feel like, as LJ would say, like an alien because I mean, I didn't go down that path. I mean, I still have things that I have to improve on, but it's just me in a way kind of being enlightened, but also going through these experiences and witnessing other people go through what they go through, and also watching movies about how people can might not always be in your best interest at heart. It just really just awakes me and to appreciate my individuality. Because as you said, the internet is a gift and a curse. Yes. So the internet is your best friend. It can also be your enemy. So for like the times that we're living in, that we're trying to recover from this pandemic, and people are trying to take advantage of people that are losing their jobs. Millions of people are out of work. Some of us are working remotely and all this stuff. So it's like they like to take advantage of people. People, you may have people that are con artists under the guise of people that are trustworthy, that are credible, or what have you. They don't really have your best interests at heart, and they're trying to take advantage of people that need a quick fix for something. And then it's like you have to really sit back, and then it's like, oh snap, no. You're tempted to get into it because you think that this is going to save you for whatever it is that you're getting caught up with. But in the long run, it's really going to do more damage to you than it is a benefit to you. So you have to really use discernment, and you really have to use information such as like reviews. Try to acquire as much as you can before you get into whatever the next hot ticket is. And that's basically what it is and all. So with this pandemic, and with the information being gathered, I decided, I said, you know what, I'm going to update my skill sets. I'm going to try to have like multiple ways of earning income and everything, because um, even though we're in this pandemic right now and I'm still employed, I still don't want to remain where I'm at and all. I want to increase my options, and diversify my income. That way, um, I can be able to still survive in case I just had enough with this job right now. So that's just really what it is. And to be honest, I'm kind of thankful for COVID. And even though this is a time where a lot of people may have like people may have lose their lives, their livelihoods, their jobs and all that stuff, it's kind of a benefit to me because I've been working remotely and I was able to save something, a lot, well, save more than enough. That way now it's like, okay, now I can pay off this, and I can have an other career and everything. I can do like multiple things and stuff. So the internet can be your friend. You just have to like know where to go and try to have as much information, try to have a second confirmation, this affirmation where it's like, yeah, like this is like the way to go. Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. You from shouts out to LJ Savings Mine is dead. So you know about the conscious slave and unconscious slave and about that, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, oh my God, being this conscious slave, it ain't really worth it. I mean, I understand people have to um they have to, I guess, just subject to things because of whatever the circumstances is, whatever the obligations are. But you have to have a long-term goal. I was always the type of person that always wanted a long-term goal, and people never really believe in it because they feel like, oh, but you're a black woman, how can you get into this industry? Oh, but you're a black woman, how can you do this? Oh, but they unfortunately, this community is just so kind of warped when it comes to how can I say, when it comes to like the traditional way of like doing things. And I am not a tradition. I'm very liberal. I'm just, I do things unconventionally, and they don't like it. They don't like it, especially if you're like if you're from Central America and you do things like the unorthodox way. They target you as, you're like, oh no, you're the outcast. Like, oh no, that's not good for the culture. You're not representing the culture. What culture? What is the culture? America is a melting pot. So there's a list of all cultures. See, when you go to a genre of music, there's no such thing as American music. There's no such thing. It's a melting pot of all different genres, of all different cultures, of all different this, all different that. That's what people need to realize. There's no more traditional way of like doing things. This is 2021 now. This is not back in the slavery days, 1900s or what have you, where it's just we had limited resources and we had to subject to things because we didn't have much. Now we have a whole lot. It's all about how to plan everything out. And everything is everything is not a sprint. It's a marathon. So you just have to know how to strategically plan through things, because at the end of the day, it's not black, it's not white, it's a green. So that's the way it is.
You're right. It doesn't have no color to it. And this is why I was telling people in the last live is it's not like the slave days. Now it's all about like if you got a device right now, a smartphone, and it's connected to the internet, we can make money off the internet. IT has made many of millionaires and billionaires. Like me, I'm in IT, like training for network engineering as we speak right now. But the thing
Mhm.
is, it's like people, our culture is so easy to be like, I don't know how to do that. Nah, and, just like give up right there. When they don't just go to YouTube or Google and just try to like, learn something. That's why I be telling people, be comfortable being uncomfortable, which is learn something, at least something new every single day. It don't have to be too much, just a little something. And if you're able to open your mind, you'll be able to, like how you said, be an alien. And people will be like, like, I mean, it's resistance. It's going to be resistance. You're going to have people
Mhm.
talking bad about you. That's just part of it. Like on this channel right here, if I'd had everybody saying, oh, yeah, you're doing it, keep it up the good work. If 100% of y'all would have said that, I'd be like, I'm doing something wrong. So some people who was cussing me out and telling me to shut the fuck up and telling me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm hating on another black man business, da da da. But like you said, you keep doing you, and you're an alien because you don't have no kids. You're still hustling. You know about debt, and you know about being a conscious slave. So shouts out to you, though.
Yeah, I had to realize it, because when they extended the student loan relief, if that's what they call it, when they extended it, I'm like, to be honest, it was kind of like it's a gift and a curse, because it kind of gave me more time to like, okay, now I can actually get my license to get into a different career now. But at the same token, while I work on my license, I still would have to need money that I'm going to have to, I don't want to say no, not sacrifice, but I'm going to have to learn how to manage, how to pay this, how to pay with the loans, but also try to like run my business and everything. So that's just something that I have to work on managing. But it's, as long as I have the determination, and as long as I have the patience and just a good work ethic, then I should be great. Like that's what it is. And now I'm also taking yeah, I want to say courses on self-empowerment, yeah, personal enrichment, like things like that, to try to give me that motivation where I can do this and I can offer something of value based on the skills that I have just cultivated, to like give me that um basically give me that motivation where, yeah, I can do this, I can make as much, I can, and instead of just having to settle for minimum wage and just struggling. So yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And this another crazy thing is when I was growing up, like it's so easy. I had many homeboys that like in the middle of the day, they could be like, you know what? I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna go ahead and get this job. I'm gonna go ahead and start going to this schooling, this trade or whatever. And like within that 30 minutes, they're talking good and they have the determination on doing that. But 4 hours, later, they're a different person. It's like a complete different desire. And like how you said, like self-empowerment is just like we got many personal eyes. Like one part of the day you're feeling like this and you want to do this. And then when it comes to the end of the day, you're like, nah, I don't want to do it. So I'm talking about this because it took me 2 years to be able to be like, I want to do this in the middle of the day. And then when I get off work, I still do it. So that's like, neuroplasticity. It's like, reprogramming the mind. because our culture, we're so easy to be like, this is too hard. We're just gonna give up, And it shouldn't be like that though. So shouts out to you for learning self empowerment. I am too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I have no other choice because it's like, damn, I don't want to be at a certain age where it's like, oh, where did my life go? Like I had to, really take that opportunity. And yeah, neuroplasticity is very powerful. This is high vibrational language that a lot of people are not I don't want to say aware of, but they're not ready to really receive because the thing is they are so into their dysfunction. They're so drowned into the drama and all that other stuff because it makes them like thrive in a way, but not in a way where it's just, you're building the community, you're for the benefit, I mean the betterment of your people. No, it just it's like this is selfish thing where it's like no, yeah, so neuroplasticity is definitely, definitely powerful, and not a lot of people can be able to um understand that. So that's yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be the poster child of like, yeah, we can all do this together because at the end of the day, everyone has a choice. And you can either choose to just remain where you are and just be like, yeah, woe's me, or you can just be like, you know what? Damn, like I can't make excuses anymore. We're not living in this back in the centuries old rhetoric where it's just because of whomever, I can't do this, and slavery or whatever have you. Like we can't subject to that anymore because like I said, at the end of the day, it's not black, it's not white, it's all about green.
Exactly. And now for those who are in this panel, she's talking about savings minus debt. LJ, I'll drop his link in this description after this live, but he talks about that. Like debt and being the unconscious slave that has no race. So if you
Mhm.
know mathematics, you should be good. And it's like
Right.
people, yeah, people who leasing cars or people who using personal credit for desires, it's not a good look. You got to pay off all your debt first, and like that's very powerful that you have brought that up and you're educated on that, and you're actually doing that right now because that's a
Yeah,
big change right there.
it is. It really is a big change because it's like it's either now or never. Because I mean, you're thinking that they're really helping you. No, they're actually crippling you in a way.
All
Because
right, heavy
damn,
handed. All right, I appreciate you for being by heavy handed. I'm talking to the chat, but go ahead.
yeah, you think they're really helping you. They're really not. They're crippling you. They're crippling you. But while you're at this, like let's say for me, it's supposed to be relieved in what, like October 1st. So now that we have this ample time until we for the $0 interest that we have, it's like okay, like as we're managing this, what should be our long term goal? Because February 3rd was supposed to be the day that the $0 interest was supposed to be lifted from the student loans. But then now like they extended to October 3rd. But it's just like, okay, you know what, even though we have ample time, I'm still responsible for paying it. But at the same token, I would like to have other sources of income while I'm trying to balancing this thing out.
Exactly, same thing over here. Like me going into training to learn a new skill to double my salary,
Hmm.
my occupation,
Right.
and crazy with this YouTube right here that just came out of nowhere. Like this is another source of income. Hopefully, it'll come up off the ground within a couple of years. And
Mhm.
I'm still getting sales from beats I made like 2 years ago. So you're right. Like coming up with multiple sources of income, and then once you got all your debt paid off, you'll be good. And it's simple, but yet it's not simple because you realize, don't you be coming across people who be like, oh, it's so easy. All you gotta do is, raise your credit score up, uh, use that to go ahead and get this and that, and you can start your LLC. They just talk so easy, like, oh, invest in stocks, do this and that. No,
Mhm.
no, no. You gotta slow down. You gotta pump your brakes. It's like it's gibberish.
Yeah, yeah. Like for me, like after I get my license, it's like I still have to, which is why I'm so glad I took this motivational class because it will give me the confidence to learn how to take no's. learn how to deal with rejection from any industry and all. So, that plus, getting a new skill set is just that will enable me to make as much as I want to make. So that's basically what the deal is. Yeah, it's all about self empowerment, and especially when you're at that age, it's like, oh, this is, I want to say embarrassing, but like you got to get it together and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's better for you to get it than never, though. So I appreciate you, though.
all
I ain't
right,
gonna hold the time up.
yeah.
We've been on this panel for an hour and 10 minutes. Is there anything you want to say before I close this thing out, though?
Um, take things seriously. Don't wait another second, don't wait another hour or day, take advantage of whatever opportunity that is given to you, even if it's something that you don't like, use that as um it's like a stepping stone to where you want to be. So that's just basically what it is. Be responsible. All of that is going to pay off. And don't care what the naysayers say. They're going to talk. Low vibration people, high vibration people, they will never mesh. It's like oil and water, it's like fire and ice, and that stuff. So that's just basically that.
All right, I appreciate you very much. And tomorrow, I mean, I'm gonna be doing this daily though, going on live though. So I appreciate you for stopping by. Shouts out to Save His Mind's Dead, LJ.
Mm.
I'm glad I met you, and you got a higher consciousness than the average Joe. So I appreciate you so much though.
I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Stay blessed. Bye.
All right, peace.